This is an Uppababy Vista V2, and today we're going to show you how to remove all of the textiles from the seat unit as well as the bassinet in case you want to wash them or conduct small sewing repairs. Alright, we're going to start off with the seat unit, and what we're going to begin with is the canopy. So I want you to fold it back, and then here on the side are these hinged adapters. You're just going to take it and you have to use a little bit of force. You're going to pop it to the side and it will unclip from the main seat frame. The other side, go. And then as you feed this around the back, you can pull it off of that positional adjustment lever. Now you have the canopy separate, yeah? Then on the sides of the canopy, there's a little elastic strap. You're just going to detach it from those adapters. Then you're going to need something small and pokey. And there are 3 ribs here, and at the bottom of every rib is like a hole and a peg. And the peg needs to be pressed out of the hole so that you can remove the rib. So I'm going to deal with just one adapter. I'm going to press in that hole, and that will release that rib, and then it can be pulled out. These other 2, it's easier if you open the canopy just a little bit. And here, from this side, yeah, you'll see that little peg. You're going to press that peg out, and then you can pull just a little bit to get it past that peg, get the rib past that peg, and pull it out. And then there's the inside one. Press, pull it out a little bit, and then pull it the rest of the way. Once you have one of those adapters removed, you can just slide the textiles all the way along the ribs. And now you've removed the canopy. Alright, then when it comes to the rest of the seat unit, you want to put this over. Start down here at the footrest, and there are 2 more of these elastic straps. You're just going to pull them off of these 2 pegs. Then there's a zipper here to unzip. And then there are a pair of straps here buttoned on the inside of the frame. So you just got to reach inside and unbutton them. Then we just come back up here to the top, and you have that adjustment trigger here. You just got to pull the lip of the fabrics up over that, and then you can slide the entire seat textiles off of the frame. As far as washing is concerned, Uppababy does recommend that you hand wash these elements. This seems particularly necessary with the seat fabric since the baseboard and the backboard are not actually removable. In any case though, we're going to now show you how to put it back together. As far as reassembly is concerned then, we're just going to reverse the process. Just going to slide in some seat textiles. And then in the back, you need to slide that lip back over the frame and pull it in so that the adjustment trigger can stick out of that little window. Then you have these buttons here on the sides. You're going to pull them in and button them on the insides of the frame. Go. Go. And you're going to zip this little bit here over this bar. And then the last step is to reattach these little elastic straps. Alright then, moving on to the canopy. Take your canopy, lay it with the back side down. You got to just make sure you're lining this all up correctly. So in this case, we have the adapter here still in place, and these ribs are going to go through this way. So, this one that's affixed to the bottom of the adapter, that goes in the rear trough or tube inside this canopy. Then the second plastic one goes in the center. And the metal one goes in the front. So slot all 3 in place, and then you can just pull this all the way around. Go. And it pops out the other side. I'm just going to snap this other adapter back in place. So that bottom one here, the rear rib, then the inside facing one for the middle rib, and the outside facing one for the front rib of the canopy. It's all in place. Then we're just going to pop one of these clips onto one side, and then pull our textiles all the way around over the back with that adjustment trigger through that window. Work our way all the way around to the other side, and then pop the other adapter into place. And there you go. Now the seat is put back together. All right then, moving on to the bassinet. I'm going to start by taking off the storm cover, then removing the mattress, and the mattress cover can also be taken off of the actual mattress. As such. All right. Then looking here, you have your liner on the inside. The liner is just zipped on. So by running the zipper all the way around the inside of the bassinet, we can remove that liner. There we go. All right, then moving on to the canopy. First thing you're going to do is unzip these front elements where it goes over that handle here. And you can detach it. And then what's going on the back of the canopy is that there's a plastic strut that pushes in and connects with a peg here on either side underneath. And also in the back, that plastic strut is held on with like a clip. So if you reach right under here in the back, you can feel the lip of that clip. You can actually detach it. There we go. Pops off just like that. So this side holds that strut, and this side goes around the frame. And there's a little peg in the middle. There's a corresponding hole on the frame there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to grab a hold of this plastic strut, and without fear of breaking your stroller, you're going to pull it out like that. So it's just like on the canopy. There's a peg that goes through that hole, and it does take a little bit of pressure, so you can't be a little afraid you're going to break it. But pull it out on one side, and then you can thread or feed the canopy off of that entire strut. There are, of course, also these textiles. They're relatively okay to remove from the main frame. I'm not going to do that today because you still can't easily remove the baseboard because the baseboard is actually riveted into the textiles. So I would recommend that you wash that by hand if you have any issues. Otherwise, it's a matter of drilling out these rivets, among other things, which is kind of a big job and could potentially do damage to the stroller. But in any case, that's how you remove all the rest of the textiles for the bassinet. And all of these are machine washable. You want to use a colder wash, and you want to hang it up to dry afterwards. In any case, let's put it back together then. So returning to that canopy. So if you look at where that strut went through, there's actually a gap here in the middle, and that is for that clip. So I'm going to take the canopy like this. I'm going to start feeding it onto the strut. But when we get to that gap, we're going to have to make sure that the strut goes all the way through to the next place where it has to slot in. Like that, yeah? So, slotting it in the next space. And I'm going to pull it all the way around. There we go. Then we're going to take this clip, and we're going to first put that strut back on, canopy inside, like that. And you got to kind of hold that strut in place while you pop this back onto the frame. So, there we go. There's that hole, and that goes with that peg on the clip. Then we're just going to come back around to the side and press that strut in until you feel it click into place. And then I find it's easiest if you pull back this handle a little bit while you're zipping these back in place, And you have to kind of line them up, otherwise it doesn't look right. Get them both started, because we want that handle mechanism to be kind of right in the center. Place. And pull everything taut. Yeah. All right, we're then going to zip this liner back in. It's a zipper that goes all the way around the inside again. And it's just a matter of reinserting your mattress and putting your storm cover back on, which are both pretty self-explanatory. But in any case, that was our guide to removing the textiles for the seat and bassinet of the Uppababy Vista V2 or the Uppababy Cruz V2. We hope this video was useful to you, and if it was, we ask that you subscribe, as it helps us continue making videos in the future. Thank you.